Hello my good friends, welcome back to another video on my channel. Hopefully you're all enjoying your Sunday. Today's video is going to be about the potential storm that will be occurring, and it most likely will be occurring at this point now. Just the details aren't pinned right now, but it's not going to be an insanely strong storm, not a blizzard. I wouldn't even call it a snowstorm. I would just call it a late winter or late fall storm with a little bit of snow on the backside. In terms of the snowy side, it won't be a big deal, but on the rainy side, it could produce a little bit of severe weather and quite a bit of rain. So if you'd like to support my channel, if you'd like to support my YouTube endeavors, consider subscribing to this channel. It's called MBGC Combo, what you're watching right now. I am thrilled with the amount of subscribers I have. It's been insane, but at the precipitation rate, and this is the GFS model. And if we were going to go through the 12 and 18 o'clock hour, or this is 12 to 18 hours out, you can see that the snow starts developing, and this model is actually a little bit behind, because if we were to go to the current radar around the Kansas, Colorado, Texas Panhandle, Oklahoma area, you could see that the snow is already breaking out in portions of Kansas, and this will be sliding to the south if I were to draw this quickly out. This snow will be spreading and diving south, and the greatest snow accumulations will be just northwest of Amarillo, Texas. But all across these areas, I would say there's a good shot of 3 to 6 inches of snow. There's going to be quite a bit of snow with this. Especially this far south, Oklahoma, Texas Panhandle, they do see snow during the winter, but I wouldn't say they see snow during early November. It's usually during the colder months when the cold air has time to has the opportunity to go get down further south. But with this cold blast that I've been talking about, and many people have been talking about, the cold air has been there along with the snow and the precip, so that's just producing a fairly big storm. So we go on through this. You could see hour 6, this is where we're at basically right now, starts developing out, and by hour 12 hours out, you could see this is somewhere around 7 to 8 o'clock Sunday evening today. This should be looking something like this, the radar, and by tomorrow, this is around say 10, 11 o'clock today at night. You can see it starts breaking out further and further. Greater intensity, starts increasing in intensity, gets a little bit stronger, and starts spreading to the south. You could see the areas that had snow today in the earlier part of the day are now snow free, and now areas that are not snow free are going to be in the snow. I meant to say areas that are snow free are now going to be in the snow. So cities like Oklahoma City, Amarillo, and Wichita is going to be earlier in on this, seeing 2 to 4 inches, possibly even 5 or 6. And after this, the heaviest snowfall amounts will occur somewhere in Texas and Oklahoma, not necessarily up as it goes, because usually we see these type of storms. This is called a panhandle hooker, where it starts off in the panhandle. If I could draw this out, starts off right here, the low, and it kind of goes like this and hooks around, bringing a swath of snow to areas along here, or this time around it'll be a little bit further to the south, and typically rain to this part of the country. And this time around, it doesn't seem like that will really happen that much. I mean, you can see it starts developing. There's a slight, some snow at the top side of it. There's plenty of rain, but the cold air just isn't there, and it's just not there enough to produce quite a bit of snow. It's just a little bit of light snow on the top side and northwest side of this system. Produces some snow in the northeast, but that is very minimal, nothing compared to a typical panhandle storm, which could produce up to 2 feet of snow across the United States. This one's actually going to be fairly weak, not the strongest system, definitely, that we've seen so far. We go to, now I'd like to show you the NAM model, which is another great model that shows the placement of the snow at a given time. The NAM has a couple of flaws. It's a little bit more cold biased, meaning that its predicted temperatures are actually sometimes colder and are usually colder than they actually are going to be. That's been proven in several reports. But it also seems to be exaggerating for the past couple of storms that we've been having lately, exaggerating the expanse of the snow area, so that's something to watch. So you can see starts breaking it out. This is around, say, again, 10-11 o'clock at night. On tonight, you can see the snow starts breaking out, and this first wave actually has reaching as far north as Kansas City and into portions of southern Iowa, and it tries, if we were to draw this out, it tries ejecting the snow band kind of this way while putting the main force of the system storm down to the south and into areas like Oklahoma City. But this band of snow kind of disintegrates as it goes through and doesn't really do much. So if we were to watch this, you could see the next step into this next 3 hours. The snow band tries ejecting out into portions of Illinois and Iowa, but it kind of just disintegrates. You could see into some snow showers. But the NAM in general has a storm a little bit farther to the north than expected. It has northern Missouri, basically the whole state of Missouri, under some fairly decent snow rates, and actually even extends out as far north as portions of Wisconsin could be seeing this. Northern Illinois could be seeing some snow with this. I don't think the NAM has a good handle on this due to several reasons which I already pinpointed down. The cold bias, it's been not doing a best job on the past several storms, and it's just the only model that's showing really snow this far north. And again, it does show some snow in the northeast, but if it took a more northerly track like the NAM is showing, this would be less snow for the areas in the northeast, even the upstate northeast areas. So along the coast, New York City, Boston, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., this will be all rain for you guys. It will be just in the interior parts of the northeast where there will be some snow and some accumulations. But again, I wouldn't call this a major winter storm. This is just, I would just call it a snow system. So that's what I'll probably include in the title. If we would go to the National Weather Service, this is a great website. It tells you the watches and warnings that are being posted across your area. So let's click to the northern part of Texas, the panhandle of Texas. That's what it's called. And as I was saying, just northwest of Amarillo, Texas, there's going to be the heaviest snow amounts, 4 to 7 inches, which is quite a bit. But with these storms, with these panhandle hooker storms, we tend to see more. Sometimes we see 2 to 3 feet of snow in these parts of the woods. So 4 to 7 inches isn't that much, even though it may seem like it is. For this time of the year, it definitely is fairly significant. You can see this is what they're saying, how the snow will start. So noon to 4 o'clock p.m. will be the northwestern parts of the panhandle, and then 4 to 8 o'clock and then 8 to midnight should be basically the whole portion of the panhandle. So again, it's going to be starting from the north, spreading to the south, and then moving to the north and east. So there are winter storm warnings posted. Let's click on Amarillo, since that is the biggest city in the winter storm warning area. We are seeing Veterans Day, which is today. We are seeing chance the rain of snow 30%. Then the winter storm warning starts tonight and into Monday morning. You could see tonight around 5 inches of snow, which is pretty decent. And then Monday, snow accumulations about 1 inch or a little bit less. If we were to go click on the actual winter storm warning, you could see 4 to 8 inches is expected, even though they're forecasted to see 5, but that is, again, they are just saying that 8 inches is definitely possible somewhere within this area. If we were to go to a different area now, say the area of Wichita, Kansas, let's click on Wichita. And they are not going to see as much snow, but still definitely something to cause a disturbance. New snow accumulations, 1 to 3 inches of snow possible. So that is something to keep an eye on for. Moving on into a little bit of a long range part of this video, I'd like to talk about the upcoming pattern after this storm passes through. We could see another storm or two. You can see they have one put right there into, this is around Friday, Saturday time frame. I don't know if that's going to exactly form, but all I know is that after that big storm, we're going to look into a pattern. We're going to arrive into a pattern that is much less snowy and more drier, but at the same time it's going to be warmer. So I don't think the snowstorms are going to continue like they have been for the past couple of weeks. Almost every day there has been a chance of snow in some location across the United States that's fairly significant. In terms of the winter weather, the total snowfall, accumulated snowfall, the main amount of snow that will happen is with this system that's gonna occur the next couple of days. Potentially a little bit more with that second one, but afterwards you can see it completely calms down and not much snow at all for the United States other than the mountains. Quite a bit in the Northeast, but not much across the rest of the United States. And the Northeast that will be seeing it are the inner parts of the Northeast, not the coastal areas. So we could be heading into definitely a warmer and more calmer pattern in terms of weather for the next several weeks after this storm passes through. So hopefully you enjoyed, hopefully you learned something new. Consider subscribing to this channel, consider liking this video, and I'll catch you all guys on the next episode. See ya, bye.